chor Pakistan that has finally blinked and said sorry to the BCCI. It is an India Today exclusive news break. Pakistan has apologized after running away with our trophy and laying all sorts of conditions to how the trophy will be returned back. Pakistan, with all the embarrassment and all the insults that they've been facing over how they ran away with the Asia Cup trophy and did not give it to India, Pakistan has finally blinked. They have apologized to the BCCI. We're trying to get to further details of how that has happened. But yes, Pakistan Mantri Naqvi, who had left with the trophy and again was laying all sorts of conditions on how the Indian captain should come and collect it, or how there should be a formal ceremony that should be held, and only then will the trophy be handed over. All of those demands have fallen flat. Pakistan has been completely embarrassed, has been left red-faced with how they dealt with this entire defeat. India defeated Pakistan thrice during the Asia Cup, and of course to win the finals, but making it very clear that this victory was dedicated to our soldiers, and especially when it came to receiving the trophy, that would not happen from the Pakistan Mantri. That is when Pakistan took it to its ego, but the very childish and juvenile behavior that they exhibited of how they ran away with the trophy, and all of that was caught on camera. Pakistan ever since has been thinking of damage control ways of how do they possibly save that reputation that had taken a massive hit. But yes, Pakistan has finally said sorry. Let me cut across to Nikhil Nas to get inside details. But before that, I'm being told Nitin Srivastav is joining us with further information on how Pakistan has said sorry to the BCCI. Nitin.
Well, yes, there was a meeting of ACC yesterday, and BCCI, was representing by, with good details. What we are learning now, that BCCI, was very firm, and they raised good questions against Mohsin Naqvi, asking that why, the trophy was not handed over to the Indian team. And when they refused to accept, you should have, managed it really nicely. But in more information, but I'm learning from my sources that Mohsin Naqvi did ask, to BCCI that send Surya to collect the trophy from ACC office. Then BCCI said, when you were there during the award ceremony, when he at that time refused not to take trophy from you, do you think that he will come, to Dubai and he'll do the same thing? Absolutely not. And second thing, which is the biggest thing, that Mohsin Naqvi apologized to BCCI, saying whatever has happened should not have happened. But he still refused, to hand over the trophy. But that is the big thing. Mohsin Naqvi, ACC chairman, PCB chairman, Interior Minister of Pakistan, he actually apologized in front of all associate members, of ACC, all members of ACC, and especially to BCCI. That is a big thing, that Mohsin Naqvi has actually realized that he has done a wrong thing. He should have, handed over the trophy in a proper manner. He should have, given the chance to Indian side to be there on the dais with the trophy. But he was very adamant that he only want to give the trophy. And if he is apologizing, that is a big, development in this trophy controversy.
Oh yes, absolutely, Nitin. In fact, the realization that was in from day one, but they were taking it on their ego, because the Indian team gave it back to not just the Pakistan team, but most importantly to Mohsin Naqvi, making it very clear that we will not accept the trophy from him. And that is when they thought, how do they save face, especially when it came to Mohsin Naqvi, laid down those several conditions. But they know all of this will not work, because India is the rightful winner of the Asia Cup trophy, and that is where it needs to be handed over. And now they finally apologized after so many days.
Well, of course, see, it was very clear that India, if they are going to win, which they did, they will not accept the trophy from Mohsin Naqvi. And there was a negotiation, or even on the dais when Mohsin Naqvi was there, that, the ECB vice president, ECB chairman, he will actually hand over the trophy to Indian team. But Mohsin Naqvi denied for that. He was very adamant that I am the ACC chairman and I will only hand over the trophy. So that is why, and he also, admitted that he was looking like a cartoon when he was there for good 50, 60 minutes on dais. So if he is accepting, he is looking like a cartoon Now he's apologizing, towards BCCI. It is a big thing for BCCI because very strong, words was there. There was heated argument between BCCI and also, ACC chairman, to handing over the trophy. But
Right,
as of
Nitin, we are
now,
trying to get more responses to this, and I request you to stay on with us as at the moment Mr. Atul Vasan is with us on the phone line. Mr. Vasan, your response to Mohsin Naqvi finally kneeling down and the team apologizing to India for what they did.
Well, what can I say? I mean, if he's done that, then too little, too late for me. Because if he would have done it on that day, and just would have taken the higher moral ground, I think everything could have been placated, and we could have, forgotten all the things that has transpired before that. But if he has done that, then just follow it up with, doing other stuff as well, giving the trophy back, medal and everything. I don't know how, but I don't believe actually that he apologized, because even if he has done it, he doesn't mean it, I'm sure.
Surely he may not mean it, but the fact that he's come to this level to finally apologize, because he knew that he has lost face. He knew that he was laying one condition after the other, and India is the rightful owner of this trophy, and this is where it has to come. And probably it has taken these days for him to bend down and understand that, may not mean it, but they had to do this eventually.
I don't think so. I mean, unless must be a threat of some financial penalties, I think the Pakistanis will never go down, because they reckon they still did the right thing because they're just trying to take the revenge for that insult they felt when we didn't shake hands with them, and it started from there on.
So, Mr. Vasan, in your experience, what may have transpired through these days that Pakistan has come to this level? Financial penalties could be one factor, what you're saying, but do explain to our viewers how it may have worked on the inside when it came to talk or negotiations, or what happened with the ICC, BCCI or PCB.
They know that there are going to be repercussions from ICC. The first day when they didn't come to the ground for that game, for 1 hour late they came, I think they don't think through the end game. That's the problem. And now again they have just taken on impulsively to do whatever they want. And now when the repercussions are in front of them, they try to backtrack. And I think this apology, which I still don't believe unless I see a video in front of me, if he wants to apologize, then let's have a proper apology which everybody can see. It is tangible. Now what you're telling me is abstract. I can't see it. I can't feel it.
And the fact that the defeat was already a huge embarrassment for them, but the juvenile play that they exhibited from there on, I mean, like you're saying, that they should have accepted the defeat gracefully. Grace is not something that Pakistan understands, but the fact that taking away the trophy, running away with it, and then saying we'll not return it, it's been 3 days. I mean, how could they possibly even go on to do that?
Well, they have done it, so it's in front of you. But I think defeat is never embarrassing. I think if you played your heart out, you played to your potential, then a player should not be embarrassed, unless you've given it your all. And I think that is where it is. And now you are actually, conjoining that what happened on the field, the actual cricket part of it, with the stuff that transpired later. So I think that is where we have gone wrong. So keep that cricket on the side, because the cricketers tried. We were better. We won the game. But then the mechanisms of politics has taken over.
Oh yes, absolutely. And given how they have behaved, how they have lost face further, how the world now looks at them, they continue to do this time and again in several ways, and especially in the game of cricket, of the little dignity that they may have had, of the victories that they may have had to reach the finals in the Asia Cup, all of that has been wiped off with this sort of behavior that they've exhibited. Mr. Vasan.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Actually, we can see, keep on saying that. But going forward from here, because we are going to play them again in a few days' time in the Women's World Cup. So, I mean, will there be handshakes? What will happen? Because probably, things will have to be fixed before that match happens, because otherwise it is going to just go on, stooping another level, which will actually make it worse. You don't let it go to a level where we can't actually claw it back.
All right, Mr. Vasan, many thanks for sharing your thoughts.